Welcome to another episode of Rapid TV. I'm your host, Deon Garcia, in the building.
And I am Mr. What He Gonna Do Next Rain rock star.
Welcome to the show, man. All the way from Dallas, man. Travel all the way to H-Town, man. Rain Rockstar, man. Tell them, I want people to know you. So give yourself an introduction and tell them your story.
My story, pretty much to know me, is just I grew up in Dayton, Ohio, born and raised, and always been into music. Like literally, not just how music sounds, but you can hear the notes, you can know how it feels, understanding the meaning of a song. So in the earlier days, I did try to rap, realized it wasn't my thing, so I let it go. So I ended up doing A&R for I guess I want to say independent companies, and people would always say, "You got the voice, you got the voice, you got the voice, you got the voice." And a friend of mine out of Dallas, DJ Breezy, had the Breezy Way podcast. So I did a couple episodes. She like, "You need to go on your own." So she kind of pressed me. I really didn't want to. I'm not gonna lie. Got me out there and been rolling ever since. I ended up creating Spotlight Podcast, and now we getting spinoffs for that. And I'm just the type of person, excuse me, about just business with me, flat out business. Friendship and business is separate. If we go be friends, let's be friends. We'll do business, let's do business, because that can separate a lot of things. Money get involved, separates that. So I'm just straight to the point person. I love to have fun, very silly, ride motorcycles, and my vision is just go to the top. That's pretty much it.
What are some of your highlights from your podcast?
Oh man, some of my highlights, man, doing the interview with Young Bleed was cool. D Shot from the Click, um, John from Troop, the R&B group Troop, excuse me. Those are some of the highlights, as well as I do a thing called the Round Table, where I get about 4 to 5 people. We pick a topic, and everybody has an opinion on it, and then we just let it flow after that. So it's a lot of highlights, but definitely that was one of them, because I see these guys on TV. To actually, to talk to them on the phone, they're very humble, and for them to be on the show, man, that's great. And really, I can't say I got a lot of highlights. I got a lot of great memories, because they all stick out. Because to me, each show is special in its own way.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
I agree. I mean, I'm in the same boat. Some are more memorable and stand out than others. Which one stands out the most to you, though?
Man, that was petty. That was a petty question, because, man, which one stands out to me the most? I say one of the main ones that stand out to me the most is actually doing. I did an interview with Stone City Band, which is Rick James' band. So to talk to some of their members and hear some of their stories, and then we just got to laughing and talking. That was definitely one of my best.
Mhm. How long have you been doing podcasts?
November will be 3 years, man.
It's something that was like you were passionate about, you wanted to do, or did you stumble? Because some stories are different. Like me, I stumbled into what I was doing.
Right.
It wasn't planned. It wasn't. If we stumbled, it literally stumbled on it. Did you stumble on it, or did you just it was planned, or just something that somebody put you in?
Um, I always knew I was destined for something in the background, from entertainment to music, but not being around the people that are doing it consistently, as far as podcasting, talk radio, I just knew I had something. I knew I had a voice. I knew I had attitude. And again, back to DJ Breezy, when she put me on, I'm like, let's go. It was no turning back. It was no denying. It was, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do shit for.
Did you have any format when you came in the game? Like some people are different, like me, I don't have a format. I go with the vibe, not the script. And then sometimes I have to write questions down sometimes, because some people are difficult and they warn me. They'll say, "Hey man, you know what? I want this and this." You know what I'm saying? And I could tell he's gonna be a difficult person. So I ended up doing no research. But what do you have any format that you use, or did you just go off of the vibe, or so you script anything, or
No, never script anything. I like the vibe.
no?
I like to just have conversation. But I do my homework as a journalist, because it's always something out there that the last person haven't asked. So if I get an interview and they have previous, I watch them, because I want to know are the basic questions. Hey, how many songs you got out? How many streams? Those come with the territory. But I want to find a question that you might know, or I might peep out something that you didn't even know I would ask. So to have it scripted, I say with select people, sometimes you got to mix script because they may say, hey, ask me this, or don't talk about that. But I believe in the vibe, man. Straight, let it flow.
Yeah. You got a good format though. I mean, I watched the one what you did with my boy Craig G.
Yeah.
I see that one. I mean, I like the format. I like the vibe. If you for people that are watching, y'all go check his podcast out, man. One of the livest podcasts as well, man. And I'm just saying because he's here. The format and the vibe, it's a vibe. He just said it's a vibe, and it's one of the things that you have to watch for yourself.
I definitely shout out to Craig G, man. Craig G's a cool guy. He got some dope songs. Y'all check him out. But with podcasting, a lot of people look at it as boring. But if you really think about it, like right now we having a conversation. We got the same conversation, sitting having a drink.
Yeah.
It's just the camera zone. And a lot of people don't look at it that way. I do. So I tell my guest or anybody what's coming on, we just go talk. We at the coffee table, I call it.
Yeah.
And let it go from there. It always turn out dope because to me, scripted is the same things talked about. I don't want to do that. I definitely don't. How did you figure your situation out? Was it more format or just straight vibe, like your very first, let's say, 5 episodes?
My first 5 episodes was I didn't have a game plan. I didn't know what I was going to talk about. I just got a good way of sometimes of letting the spirit guide me. I'm real big on prayer,
Okay.
so I usually pray every day, and I always my prayers always include guide me and open the door for me, and whatever door you want me to go through, open it. And I'm gonna go through it, and just wherever you lead me, I'm gonna go. And some the spirit leads me to just vibing, and I'm not gonna lie. The first 5 episodes, I was kind of nervous because I'm like, what am I going to talk about? What I mean, it's nothing that I've never really talked about. It's not things I've said. I don't want to be saying the same thing over and over again. So let me switch it up. So the first episode was the introduction. You know, so like me, I have a story just like everybody else has a story, and my story goes to, like I've told it on the podcast before, when I was 12, I was on investigation for murder, been shot 13 times, I died twice, and been in prison a few times, and I came home in 2015, and I never thought I would be doing this. It's something that I started. My son wanted to be a rap artist, and I said, let me hear you. You kick something, I said, man, you know what, you trash, you dumb shit. Right, I ain't gonna lie, I told him that, I said, you trash, you dumb dude, don't even wait, don't even wait. And I was mad. I was watching my show, Love and Hip Hop. So you made me pause my show to hear this old whack ass shit, man. So what I did was like, you know what? I ain't waste my time. 3 months later, I'm watching the same show. Dad, don't come on, man. Rap, bro. Man, come on. You better off getting you a job at, you know what I'm saying, at Walmart or something, trying to rap. Now I'm ready. I said, if I pause this motherfucker right here, go in there and give it up like I want him to. I said, because, man, if you kick some bullshit, you ever seen the Polo, the Sandman on the Polo? Nah. I said, if he come out there and drag the people on the stage, you know what I'm saying, and tap, I said, well, I'm going to be tap dancing on your way. So he went hard, right? I was like, okay, you ready. So I started the Able Music group label. We started, was doing shows. We did 100 shows. I had about 10 artists under my belt. And from there, I ended up doing a movie with Juan Vasquez, and then we ended up getting a radio show, and then from there, it been radio and podcast ever since. So it landed me to this right here, to this point. It brought me this far, man.
That's nice, bro. That's a dope story. For real, for real.
And my thing is, I always got a saying like, if I could do it, you could do it. If you can't do it, you put excuses or you just lazy.
Fact.
Because I had many setbacks. Like I said, I've been to prison a few times. I've faced some charges, serious charges, and I'm right here. I'm doing it. I've been shot 13 times. I just lost my mom 5 days before Christmas, and I went after her service. I ended up going to get a surgery for colon cancer that opened me up, and then I healed up and look, I'm on TV now. So I mean, if you let anything stop you, it's because you wanted to.
Facts.
You got to. This is something you got to want. You got to chase. I mean, you got a dream. You got to. You know what I'm saying? At least try to fulfill your dream, man.
That's true. You know, the thing about that fulfilling dreams is a lot of people let that outside influence mess with them. Somebody, oh, you crap, you can't do that. And like how you did your son, he came back with a vengeance.
Yeah, he did.
Not everybody can do that. They just, I'm washing my hands of it. I'm cool. Rest said I was garbage.
Yeah.
You know, but sometimes you do be garbage, and you got to know when to throw the towel in, man.
Yeah.
So I definitely just tell anybody, like you said, just don't let nobody destroy your dreams. But invest in yourself. Nobody else will. Invest in yourself, and I guarantee not just the pal to be better, but the whole situation from the learning experience to the setup. Invest in yourself. That's the treat. That's on me.
Yeah. And if you're gonna be an artist, make sure your paperwork's before you even record. Make sure you know so your ASCAP, your BMI, you got your paperwork in order because people out here will take advantage of you. You got people that put your songs on their BMI and stuff on their label and screw you too. So you got to be, you know what I'm saying, study a little bit. You know, if you want to be in this game, do your homework, get your paperwork in order.
Facts. And the funny thing about that particular subject about the business, it's easier now to learn it because you have assistance of the internet compared to when we had it. We had to literally order books, go through them, learn the hard way. So, like bruh saying, no homeboy business. Get your paperwork together, learn the business, learn the numbers, learn the quarterly, the publishing, the streams, the after checks. All that has a factor and a reason. And learn your business. It's called show business, not just fame. Show business. I need to learn that. He bros 100% on that one, bro. And I'm glad you brought that up. A lot of people don't. They just.
How's your journey been though in this podcast? As far as like when I say journey, like did you expect to grow in them 3 years, like from where you started to where you at now?
No, no, bro. There's been times I want to quit. I'm gonna be honest. The views wasn't there. I kept getting guests that would quit the day of.
Mhm.
And I just was like, man, like where I go from here. And I just had people like keep going. Good team. I mean, shout out to the Imperial team. A lot of people, my manager and everybody just keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. And then I would get a good interview, like, okay, do a reel, and just then I would get a call from other people. Hey man, I caught the show, man, keep doing what you're doing. And the more and more different guests I got, whether they're famous or not, it just kept me going, 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 going. Then I started being able to start a trail of other adventures off because of that.
Mhm.
So yeah, it was definitely a rough journey because I really just got tired and walk away. But then I'm like, I can't do that because again, I invested in myself.
Yeah.
How can I tell you to do it and I'm not doing it?
Right.
So I just kept going. But my own promotion, my own flyers, like putting my stuff up, this, down, the third. And through that journey, I met people such as yourself and other people, and they either had a good nugget for me to run off of, or they had, man, check out my homeboy, my homegirl. And I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate the love, man, because people look at podcasting as just like it's nothing,
Yeah.
but it's way more than that.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's a hard lane, a hard journey as well. Like you said, there's been times I want to give up, and I'm not even gonna lie to you. I've called many times my co-host, "Hey man, I'm not going in tomorrow. I'm quitting. You're gonna have to do it." I get a call from somebody, man. Oh, I got this going on. I want you to do this. I'm like, oh man. And every time it never fails, man. Like tonight, if I go home and say, man, call him again, I could end up getting God just like, nah, you ain't going nowhere, man. I'll put you right here. You're gonna stay right here. Until it's over with, till I tell you it's over with, it's over with, man.
And I definitely watch your show, and I'm looking. It'd be so many a variety of guests, but then I start seeing the H-Town legends come on. I'm like, oh, bro, doing it. He doing it. He got something, not just because of them, but the whole package. The way the vibe is, and this is on me on the other side, watching the vibe, the attitude, the professionalism, and of course the setup. Because you get people who cut a camera on and they got dirty clothes in the background. Hey, welcome to my podcast. Got my homeboy here. He high as hell. He half talking. So yeah, I definitely
And it's crazy you said that because I interviewed Carino one time, right?
Reno.
And he said, we went to a commercial break, and I was like, we were talking, and he was like, man, it's pretty good going so far. The interview's going good. You had some questions, and I was like, yeah, but I don't like doing this shit, man. I don't like doing this shit. He was like, what? I was like, yeah, man, I don't like doing this. I don't like being in front of the camera. I don't like doing interviews. He goes, but you good at it. I said, yeah, to you, but to me, I don't feel that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then I was like, he was like, nah, I'm telling you, you're doing good. And I go, man, but I ain't nobody. Stop, man, what you're saying. You somebody. Don't let me, you know, say he got on my ass. So don't ever in life let me hear you say you ain't nobody. You somebody, you know. And it kind of shook me up like, you know what? I am somebody, man. And then other people hit me. And they'd be like, you know what, I watch you. And I'm talking about people like, the guy from the Players Club, Anthony Thomas, he was in the movie with Ice Cube. He was on Babs. He was on The Wash with Snoop. He was on all these movies, right? Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He was like, hey, man, I watch your show, man. How can I be on Homecoming to Houston? And I was like, what? He was like, yeah. He's like, I want to be on your show, man. I'm going to be in Houston like next week. I want to get on your show. I want you to interview me, you know what I'm saying? And I want you to come to my show. All right, so I ended up putting him on the flyer. He came, did an interview. And next thing you know, I ended up going to Dallas to do an interview on Omar Gooding from the movie Baby Boy. And I got an interview with him. Same thing with him. He, you know, we have a couple of mutual friends. And I guess they told me, hey, man, this guy, my homeboy doing this and this. So he hit me like, hey, man, I want you to get an interview. What's up? Omar Gooding, man. I mean, it's got to be a prank, man.
Facts.
Gotta be, you know what I'm saying? And then he called me, and then he FaceTimed me, you know what I'm saying? I got my social media FaceTime me when I was met. I was like, man, this really him, man. Like, man, I got a show in Dallas, come out, come see me, the interview, you know what I'm saying? Like, bed. And they were like the highlights of my career, you know what I'm saying? My moments. Them two right there. I've done a lot of legends, Neil Flips, you know what I'm saying? Fifth Baltimore, all the, you know what I'm saying? It's South Park, Young Star, ESG, all these people I already did, you know what I'm saying? It was just, them two right there kind of make me feel like, you know what? They watching me. And when I didn't believe that, I was like, man, I'm not really getting any views. But then again, to myself, I'm like, I ain't doing it for no credit. I ain't coming here for no views.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the handful of people that watched it were telling other people like him, hey man, my boy got a radio show. He got a podcast. You know, they watch it, put me on. And I'm like, damn, man, this journey has opened more doors for me. To movies, we did a few movies. That's how, you know what I'm saying, got that movie with you. That never came out yet. Shout out to Deon. And Deon need to go release the movie.
Facts.
Video Vixens. That's the name of the movie. Coming out soon. It's supposed to come out last summer, but
I got killed on the couch. For real.
yeah, man. But it's things like that that open doors from other media outlets to different artists to movies to other events, and it has led me to the journey to where I'm at right now. Yeah, we're gonna go to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. We're back from a commercial break. I'm your host, Deon Garcia, CEO of Able Music Empire on Wrap It Up TV with your boy Rainstorm.
Man, listen, I appreciate it, man. You know, Rain Rockstar, host of Spotlight Podcast, host of Imperial Radio, and brand ambassador and creator of Imperial Clothing. Like, I wear a lot of hats, man.
Let's talk about the Imperial Radio and being a brand ambassador. How did you get in that situation?
Far as the radios, I came up with the name Imperial Radio. It's going to be through 101.5indie.com. So it's on
Satellite radio?
it's on regular, just like a .com radio. I think they do have an app for it. Get with me. I'll make sure I get that to y'all. And the guy that runs that name is Jay Woo. Shout out to Jay Woo. My manager, which is Zip Mouth Management, they know each other. And she like, hey, I can plug you into a guy. You already doing the podcast. How would you feel about doing radio? Now, at first, I'm thinking it was like you going to your studio. No, it's all wherever you at. It's that. And I talked to him, and he checked out the show and liked it and gave me an opportunity. It's not going to launch till November. It's going to be on Mondays at 9 or 9:30, and I got an hour. So what I'm doing is every week I got a different category. This week will be just rap, from hip hop to old school to whatever title it is. Next week might be R&B funk. Then I like music. So this week will be rock, and then I'm gonna have an indie spot where if you sing or rap and you're not in the mainstream, I'm gonna play you, especially if it's good. And I like music, bro. And I'm like, why not? I'm talking on this, I can talk on that, and let people hear what I'm hearing. And maybe I'll turn you on to something new, or somebody call and turn me on to something to play.
Mhm.
That's how that happens. So Imperial Radio 101.5.com. Check it out. It's gonna be worth the treat, I promise y'all.
And we have the what is that? The vodka.
And we got Rockin' Vodka, created by Rick Nelson from Cheap Trick. If you remember the 80s, check it out. Man, this right here, it's a deadly formula. It's 100% cane sugar, 80 proof, sweet. No harsh bite, no alcoholic feel. If we crack this right now, which we do have a little bit left on one, we'll get to talking and probably forget about we even taking care of business. That's how smooth it is. But if you want to try it yourself, if you bump into me and I got something, you're more than welcome to get a sample. If not, go to rockinvodkas.com, get you a bottle, or go to Total Wine. And I promise you, you go look at vodka, totally different. I just gave, I can sort of say, one of his coworkers some. She got the smile when she walked out the door.
And tell me about the code. It's a code to get a 10% discount. You got use my man's code.
Definitely follow everything, and it's it. As far as being a brand ambassador, I like products. I like selling things. I come first. I got a hell of a conversation piece. So if the product is good and I got an opportunity to be behind it, I will.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just not gonna take anything. But don't get me wrong, in the beginning I did. And I got screwed because the percentage wasn't good and the pay wasn't good, but I was just so excited to be
Part of something.
boom, be accepted. Boom. I dealt with that, but it was a learning lesson I put in the books,
Mm-hmm.
and kept going, and I look at all that.
It's crazy. I've been that way where I wanted to almost jumped into another radio station because the other radio station we had closed down, and I was ready to get active. And my boy was like, "Let's start our own radio station."
Mm-hmm.
He said, "You're gonna go over there. You're gonna bring the little flips again. You're gonna bring all these people, right? You're gonna bring them over there and make them station. And you don't own that station. They're gonna end up, you know what I'm saying? Anything could happen."
Mm-hmm.
And then, you don't build it up. I said, "Well, you're right." He said, "Let's do the Wrap It Up radio." So we ended up doing the Wrap It Up radio because, so we already have paperwork for for the Wrap It Up. So we did the radio. And then off the jump, we had Young Star, we had
Okay.
we had K Reno, and then we had J Dog, and then a famous comedian. So off the muster, we had brought them, and we had problems with the guy from the building and want to fix things. So we're like, you know what? I got to offer a TV show. Why don't we just shut that down and do Wrap It Up TV? And
Mm-hmm.
so we end up. That's what we did. We jumped to the TV station. So now we're in the big screen with over 15 million viewers on Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, YouTube. Man,
Congratulations, bro. Congrats. Because again, you fought it out.
yeah, I did. I ain't gonna lie, I followed it out. I didn't think that the numbers were gonna be. I thought, 20,000, 30,000. I got called in the station. Said, "Man, you know what? The first episode did like 400 some thousand." I was like, "You know what?" It was like, "Yeah, on the video demand on this." He
What?
broke it down on so I just said they posted on social media like, "Look, send my number." So my first 3 episodes combined to like 5 million. Just my three episodes. Now I'm already like at my 18 or 19th episode. So I'm past 15 million, probably in the 25 or 20, I don't know. But
Okay.
it's steady climbing because the content and I'm consistent, you know what I'm saying?
As you should, bro. So now here's a question. What could you tell your old self that did not want to do this? Well, from where you at right now?
I tell myself that you gotta have patience. Nothing is given, and nothing is given. So you have to be persistent. You have to be more patient. You got to want it, and that's the key for me being here to this day. I stayed persistent, consistent for the past 2.5, 3 years, and it shows me my growth to where I started and to where I'm at now.
Good shit. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's, yeah, again, you trust the process and you roll with. So somewhere in that body and that heart, you like what you doing.
I guess it's a peace of mind because, like I said, I grew up in an era where we didn't take pictures too much. We didn't do interviews, and look what I do now.
Facts. Henry, right.
I like conversating with people. Such the conversation flows. You know, you can't deny it. Even whether it's off camera, on camera, just like we could be smoking a cigar, drinking a few drinks. You know what I'm saying, and it's all it is just the camera's on.
That's it. It's entertainment, creation, and everybody want to see something. It's to the point now. I ain't gonna lie, I be seeing people on their phones. I'm like, I wonder what they're watching. Are they watching my show, this show? Are they doing this? But like, what is going on? Because everybody's just walking and time's crazy, man. Definitely.
What's next for Ray Rockstar?
What's next for me is, of course, the Spotlight Podcast, doing the radio. Imperial Brand Clothing, which is the shirt I got on now. This is one of the first ones. It will be available. We're trying to get it in Kings Mall, which is up in H-Town. Definitely get up there and grab you one. Doing work with Fix Your Face Entertainment. Shout out to B. Fetty, H-Town native. Doing some stuff with him. The radio show, the podcast, the shirts, and of course still being a brand ambassador. And I actually have done a little bit of acting. I started a movie called Barbecue Pimp 2. It's out of Tampa, and a movie called Dread, which is online. So really want to expand the acting too. Okay. So I'm like, we're
gonna try to get you for roles in the one we got coming up.
Y'all hear him? This is live TV. We got
him. We got to get him on there, man. Because the first time we met on the movie set.
We did, bro. That was years ago. I thought that would have came out by now, bro.
Yeah, me too.
And I be telling people, they be like, yeah, man, okay. Like, he wanted to be on the set. I'm like, no, I was actually there.
Yeah, I was there.
So,
I was there. I was like the underboss in the movie.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was an experience. That's what I'm gonna say. But I want to see it complete.
Yeah,
definitely.
I mean, I've seen the clippings of it, a lot of clippings, and it seems interesting. I ain't gonna lie, it seems pretty good.
Okay.
For being the budget, the way it came out, it's not too shabby, man.
Really?
Yeah.
I wanted that too. Because again, being there, so what people don't realize, when you got a movie, everything it looks not interesting. It's the action don't even be interesting. It's literally quiet action, and somebody get thrown on the table. But then when you go to the movies, you got the effects, you got everything added to make your pockets want to spend money and go get high price popcorn and watch it. But when you there, you just like, who's in the talk shit? What's they playing around?
Yeah, real.
And everybody exchanging information. And when you say action, you'll see it. You're just like, oh, okay. Don't even cross the room. Like when I got killed, it was just cut. One more time, cut. It was quiet, quick. I think I even made noises with my mouth. Little gun noise. But it was fun, though. It was an experience. And I definitely wouldn't trade it for work. It's an experience.
Yeah. So these are the experiences that I look back at. I'm like, you know what? I gotta be doing something because I'm in this situation, and I'm in this other situation, and I'm in this situation. At least it opens more doors.
Ooh.
And I never thought, like I said, it still amazes me. I never thought from being in a jail cell, so I said I was gonna come home and be on TV or be on radio.
Right.
And if you would have told me when I was leaving prison, my mind was, I'm coming back home, I'm gonna get that work, I'm gonna hustle. And I did. I came home, jumped right back, I started hustling, and then my wife was like, after 3 or 4 months out, she said, I'm pregnant. I had some work left. I went and took it back. So you know what? I'm done, man. Done. I can't do this because I'm about to have a son. I can't let anything take me away from him. And ever since then, I've been legit.
That's what's up, bro. Like something popped in my head that fast. Damn, you made a comment. Something clicked in my head. I can't remember having a straight blonde moment or a straight brain fart. You were talking about stories. You ever thought about cutting the camera on telling your prison stories? It's hot.
I mean, I'm writing a book right now.
Okay.
The book is called The Blood in My Face. My story has, but I just gave you a brief. It has a lot of pain, a lot of heartache. It started, man, like when my sister passed away. I was 12.
Okay.
And she was 16. She died in my arms. And at that time, I was between a schoolboy and kind of street. I was I was still going to school. I was doing good,
Mm-hmm.
smart in Vanguard classes. And when she passed, I just, I went dark. I started gang banging full fledged. Got from the hood. I'm, some from a known blood neighborhood. I joined, the blood gang. I was, just started gang banging and hustling and ended up doing a lot of crimes and stuff. Got caught for them, paid my dues. But yeah, man, the story's gonna be told in the book.
That's what's up, bro. So you authoring now? Why not?
Yeah,
Why not? First time, first book.
yeah. My first book is actually I started in prison in 2014, and it's hard to write a book, especially when you're gonna do your life because my life has a lot of pain and stuff. I don't want to do my life where you read it, you're like, oh man, this dude, you think he's a badass, and all he does, he wins every fight. No, 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 it's gonna be real. I took it off just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell the truth, things that I'm saying, in my life, just events. You know what I'm saying where I suffered. I had good times, I had bad times, but when you read the book, you're gonna see where the growth, to where how I started is gonna tell the whole journey to what I'm doing now.
Okay, that's what's up, bro. I definitely read it, bro, because I love a good story. And we all got a story out
Yeah, we all got a story. You never know until somebody tell the story. You can never tell by looking. That's what they say. Don't ever judge a book by its cover.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
I used to tell my son that one time we were working downtown, and there was this old black dude, old school, he's real old. He's been out there for years, and he was homeless. He got dreads, and my son seen him. He's like, "Oh man, man, it stinks." I said, I said, you don't know his story.
Mm-hmm.
I said, man, he used to be a lawyer. What? I
Facts.
said, yeah, he used to be a lawyer. His wife and kids died in an accident, became alcoholic and stuff, and been living in the streets since he lost his mind. You know what I'm saying? That man wasn't always like that.
Mm. Yeah, that's true though. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I feed the homeless at times, and that's how I look at it. Everybody got a story, whether it's a heartfelt one, they just messed up their life, they got on that stuff. It's still a story,
Hmm.
and if you hear it, how would you act? Would you be like, or would you be like, oh, okay, man, you got what you deserve, he's on that stuff, blah blah blah. But I'm a fact, man. Everybody's not dirt and garbage. It is truth to these stories of what they went through.
You gotta look into people's story and take out the. That's what I do. When I hear somebody's story, I take out the stuff that I could use and be like, you know what, I could use that to inspire somebody. I could tell this story, these pieces to somebody that might be going through some, and make them look like, damn, man, I'm saying I don't want to fall victim to drugs or this alcohol or you know what I'm saying
Mm-hmm.
or you got to have a strong mind because like I said, this guy he wasn't a drug addict, he wasn't an alcoholic, he lost his family, and when he lost his family to where he didn't want to live really, but he didn't want to kill himself, so he became alcoholic and been living in the streets ever since then.
Once he got started, it just
The life got to him. The he couldn't deal with the pain and stuff. And that's something that we deal with. I've been through a lot of pain. It was like I said, I lost my sister, I just lost my mom, my dad, my cousin. I lost a lot of people in my presence. I'm saying, and you gotta have a strong mind. I have a friend. A lot of my friends are on drugs, and they said, "Man, how do you do it? How do you stay the way you are?" And I see you do a lot of crazy things in your life, and I said, you know what? You gotta have a strong mind.
facts. Facts.
I've sold many drugs. I've been, I've sold a lot of drugs. You know what I'm saying? And so some of my friends, a lot of my friends have too, and now they're drug addicts. I've never been a type to been tempted out. Let me try this powder. Let me smoke this crack, or let me smoke this weed. I don't have, I never had that. You know, well, I'm like, I see what it does to people. So I'm like, I don't want to have a habit to where if I'm selling drugs, I'm making money. Why would I start doing it to where it's going to affect my money, my pockets, and affect um, my sobriety or feel, I got to be focused. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here hustling. I got to be focused. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to slip, you know what I'm saying? Getting messed up, the laws get me. So you got to, be on your P's and Q's. You got these jackers, you got these laws. So you got to, stay focused.
Facts. 100%, bro. Yeah, that definitely gave. When are we looking at completion and distribution for the book? Like, you got a time frame?
I think This summer coming up, my book will be completed. I'm gonna do the book. I'm gonna do audio book as well. Um, I'm involved with the Plug magazine, so I'll be putting on the magazine. So I want to distribute it to every prison nationwide, so they can, so have access to it in this book, and so just hear the story. Maybe you could inspire others, saying that are coming home from prison, or it could change their outlook on life.
Facts. Facts. So that's positive, bro. Definitely can't wait to read it, like I said, and go from there. Because if you're trying to get it out that far, a lot of people write a book. They say, I hope people read it. You like, I want to put it here. I want these people to read it. So you got your game plan. You know exactly how you want to execute it. And it's going to touch somebody. Or it's going to touch some people. That's facts.
Yeah,
Definitely.
that's all I want to do. Just inspire somebody to be like, you know what, that guy, he came from a neighborhood too. I lived a similar life to him. I was gangbanging, sold drugs, but look what he, what I'm saying. Look what he's become.
Mm-hmm.
God uses people, man.
Facts.
Either to inspire, or it's like a piece. I might be the piece to your puzzle, or you might be the piece to my puzzle. You know what I'm saying? And nothing's never coincidence when you meet people.
Facts. If a lot of people don't look at that, I believe in seasons and reasons.
Yeah.
100%. Definitely believe whatever the universal stars create, it was already ready. You just acting it out in your time.
Yeah, you gotta let the stars align, and that God leads you. Like I said, I'm real big on prayer. I believe in God. Been through too much not to believe in him, but he's been there for me, and he's still with me. So I'm trying to grow as well. I'm like, I've been going to church on Sundays and stuff. I really wasn't big on church. Now I'm going to church, taking my son. He just did his first communion not too long ago. So I'm trying to be active. I'm trying to be a role model to my son. Nobody else. I mean, I don't care what anybody thinks about me. I'm too old for all that. I'm already 50. So my life is trying to inspire my son, create something for him so he could pass down to his, saying, create something, opportunities.
Facts. It's gonna happen, bro. It's already written. It's in the works. You just trust the process.
Life goals. What are your main three goals in life?
Main three goals in life is live it to the fullest, understand it, and leave something behind, not just for family, but for other people to get nuggets from.
Yeah. Or three good ones too. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
Every person I ask, it's different, but hey, man, that's deep.
Yeah. I mean, because the money go be there. You earn the fame, that's fine. But who will remember how much money you had? Yeah, they gonna talk about you. Who's gonna remember this and that? But if you leave something that's solid and it can help the next person, whether it's in the music business, a regular day in life, to me that's worth more value.
Yeah, it is. That's the way my thinking is. Because I'm like, no matter how much money you go, we all gonna go in the same grave. You know what I'm saying? You can't.
Facts.
I don't care if damn you got trillions and billions. You can't take it with you when you die. It stays here.
At all, man. I definitely gotta give a shout out to my sponsors, which is Carolina Made Beverage, which is a craft soda, real cane sugars out of Carolina, black owned. It's available at Walmart.com and CarolinaMadeBev.biz and on IG at Carolina Made Beverage. Gotta give a shout out to them. They show a lot of love. I wanted to have product for you, bro, but still waiting on some. But I'll definitely get you a bottle, no problem. As well as I gotta give a shout out. Excuse me, I'm talking fast. Give a shout out to Sugar Night Clothing. Available at SugarNight.com. Got a code for that. Get you 15% off. Definitely another ambassadorship for that. And man, free Big Sugar, man. Bring that man home.
Free that man, man. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
And salute to his son, man, out there. You know what I'm saying? Doing his thing,
Junior.
man. Junior, man. Tell the people where they can find you at.
You can find me on YouTube at Rain Spotlight 4977, Instagram and Facebook Rain Rockstar, and on TikTok Rain _ 4977. Get at me. Y'all want some interviews? Y'all want to do some different things, some collabs as well as the ambassadorship, even movie roles or whatever. I'm ready. Let's go. Be on the lookout for Fix Your Face Entertainment. Bro, I gotta thank you for even taking your time and having me here, man.
It's a pleasure.
Definitely.
It's a pleasure to have you, man.
Definitely.
Real talk. Y'all go follow him and check out his podcast. You want, you know what I'm saying, the vodka, hit him up. Like he got a lot of things going on. You want to interview? get at them, man. You know what I'm saying? I promise I ain't gonna let you down, man. You know what I'm saying? It's well worth it, man.
Fact.
It's for the culture, man. I'm out there saying Deon Garcia, CEO, A1 Music Empire. This has been an episode of Rap FC. We out.